Coburn and I'm the project leader of the Sensation Activation project here at Ridgeway Infant School. The overall aim of the project has been to raise the aspirations of our pupils in the STEM subjects and to inspire them to become confident and knowledgeable scientists, technologists, engineers and mathematicians. As mini project leaders, the children have taken ownership of the whole school project and have been really working creatively through a number of STEM days and enriching experiences to transform our outdoor space and sensory developments. As our reception children are as young as 4, we had to plan each stage of the project carefully to ensure that the project was accessible for both reception children, working on early years foundation stage curriculum objectives, and those in Key Stage 1 working on the national curriculum objectives. In order to make the project meaningful and engaging for every child, we've had to think imaginatively to carefully differentiate learning across both curriculums, which has enabled every child to become a successful STEM learner. The Sensation Activation project has opened up a wealth of opportunities and experiences for our children, families and staff that were way beyond our original expectations.
Relating the STEM learning to the real developments of the school has not only encouraged our children to think of themselves as mini-leaders, but also inspired them to think of themselves as scientists, technologists, engineers and mathematicians. The project as a whole has undoubtedly enhanced learning opportunities for our children by presenting them with a wide range of challenges where they've been able to work both independently and within small groups to take ownership of the development of their school. Since September, we have held 4 discrete STEM days that each focus on a different aspect of the project. We kicked off the project with a bang where the focus was to decide upon the best materials to use when relaying the pathways in our sensory square. Our sensory square was originally filled with stones, which meant the playground was becoming increasingly unsafe by loose stones making their way onto it, and most importantly, making Mr. Morris grumpy by having to sweep them back in every morning. Our children were enthused when they were tasked with the important job of solving this problem. As young scientists, they loved walking over a variety of materials barefoot. This was a great active way to start, whilst encouraging the children to consider the textures and feelings underfoot before making decisions as to which material would be best for the pathways in our sensory square. The first STEM problem allowed the children to see the connection between science and maths, when they had to put their mathematician hats on to collect data about their favourite materials, and where our oldest children, at the grand age of 6 and 7, were given extra responsibility to measure the pathways to ensure Miss Coburn ordered the right amount of materials. This STEM day led to the teachers laying the new exciting sensory pathways. The next STEM day encouraged the children to become technologists and engineers to design and make a new storage chair. As a way of adding an extra special unique touch to our school, we wanted our children to design a storage chair that we would ask a professional woodcarver to make for us. After the designing process had finished, each class had some very big decisions to make as teamwork and communication came into play. Each class had to make one final design that children then made with a given material in groups. The final design was sent to the woodcarver, and although it took a while to make, we were taken aback when it arrived, as it was beyond what we could have ever imagined. The unique, personalised design and the detail is incredible, thanks to our creative designers here at our infant school. Quite early on in the project, we decided to change our original plan of getting the children to buy a canopy and investigating retractable mechanisms. Not only did we think an outdoor classroom would cater for the needs of our children better, but that only our oldest children would be able to access the learning around mechanisms. This then led to the new ideas behind STEM Day 3. STEM Day 3 was focused on light and shadows, leading on to testing which materials would be best to block light so that decisions could be made about the best material to use for our new outdoor classroom. The main purpose of the outdoor classroom is to provide additional shade for children, as we considerably lack shaded areas around the school grounds, which proves to be a huge problem in such hot sunny weather. Children worked hard to test different materials and, especially in Key Stage 1, used scientific vocabulary when describing whether or not they allowed light to pass through them. It was fantastic to see the girls in Year 2 teach their peers this new vocabulary, as they had previously learnt it through their after-school club with girls from Derby Moor Community College. Some of the Year 2 girls also took great pleasure when they were faced with the challenge of teaching the reception children about light. Very soon after these investigations, the children watched all their hard work come to life as the builders came in to construct our new shaded classroom. In order to tie in the shaded outdoor classroom to the sensory theme of the project, STEM Day 4 was focused on the children becoming technologists and scientists once again. After exploring the 5 senses, children then designed the walls of the new outdoor classroom to enlighten and represent each of the 5 senses. We then held a dig and chip event where the children put their plans into practice as they made sensory crafts and planted tasting and scented plants to transform the outdoor classroom into a sensory haven. After each STEM day, collaboration was key to ensure that all children felt that their ideas were valued and appreciated during the decision-making process. Combining the work completed in reception and Year 1 with Year 2 alongside the focus of each STEM day, the project went from strength to strength with the impact clearly visible for all to see in our school grounds. Children could then fully enjoy the new developments around the school and feel overwhelmingly proud that they have played such a pivotal role in the success of the project. The impact on children's motivation and passion for the STEM subjects has, without doubt, increased significantly. This was highlighted clearly through homework activities that were sent out to our Year 1 and Year 2 children. The children were challenged to reflect on sensation activation and explain how they have developed themselves as a scientist, technologist, engineer and mathematician. It certainly has been a year to remember for the children of Ridgeway Infant School that I am sure they will look back upon with fond memories and great pride when they consider how much they have achieved through sensation activation.
School Council!
The School Council has had a massive impact as they have been our mini leaders. Our leaders have informed their classes and the school at each part of the project, which in turn has inspired the children during our STEM days. By having this opportunity, it has developed the members of the School Council as leaders, made meetings more focused, improved their confidence through presenting to different audiences and enabled them to come to sensible conclusions following exciting debates. After the STEM days, the councillors held council meetings where they brought their findings from their classes. During the meetings, the children developed communication skills by being discussion dolphins as they listened carefully, shared and discussed their ideas to come to final decisions. The councillors then fed back their decisions during whole school assemblies. By being part of these meetings, the school councillors developed their confidence and communication skills along with being skillful problem solvers. The school councillors had the privilege of showing the mayor around our school grounds and explaining to him our plans for the Sensation Activation project. The children did this with much passion and were very excited to be part of the project. Having this opportunity has most definitely furthered the councillors' communication and confidence skills, but also their sense of leadership as they have shown and demonstrated the ability to lead and drive the project forwards. As the mayor was so impressed with our project and the work that the children had been doing, he invited the school council to visit the Derby City Chamber. In January, the school council and some of the teachers went on this very exciting trip. As well as meeting the mayor and exploring the council chambers, the councillors held their very own meeting where they discussed the important decision about the shaded area. The mayor truly enjoyed himself and took an active role in our debate. To celebrate one of our amazing achievements, we held a grand opening for our outdoor shaded learning area. We presented the challenge of leading this to one of our leaders. The Year 2 girl that was selected had demonstrated increasing levels of confidence, responsibility and the ability to talk in front of an audience. The whole school gathered to listen to her speech and see her cut the ribbon. She excelled. The whole school felt very proud in many ways. Sensation Activation has given the School Council a real and significant project to oversee this year and has played an instrumental role in developing the children's leadership skills.
Throughout the Sensation Activation project, we've been keen to involve the wider school community. In doing so, we've developed stronger partnerships with Derby University, Derby Moor Community Sports College and other local schools. We've worked with the Mayor twice and held a number of family events. One of the highlights of this community involvement has been our dig and chip events for families. We were very lucky as these were very well supported. It was lovely to see the pupils of Ridgeway lead their mums, dads, grandparents, brothers and sisters around all the different activities so proudly and enthusiastically, and see families and staff all work together to get the task done, a real team effort. To help us evaluate the impact of the new sensory square pathways and the new shaded sensory den, we also arranged a visit from some of our former pupils from junior school. It was fair to say that they thoroughly enjoyed a trip down memory lane and were very excited with the opportunity to see how much their old playground had changed and were keen to express their views on our new improvements.
I like the shading area because it protects you from the sun. I like the sensory square because the grounds are different and better. I like the shaded area because you can sit down and rest. I like all of it different zones. It's changed so much since we've been here. I like the shading area because it's a nice place to relax.
We have also opened up our developments to a school group that come to visit our sensory room with their special educational needs pupils each week. Our sensory square, plants and pathways and our sensory den provide a perfect space where they can comfortably explore different textures, smells and tastes outside. When the project is complete, we hope to continue to build on the links that we've already established as a direct result of the Sensation Activation project, so that our children can continue to benefit from working with the wider community and that our school resources are available for others to visit and use.
Inspiring Girls in STEM!
Over the last few years, we've placed a greater focus on developing our science curriculum across school, as a gender gap had been identified in our whole school data. The STEM Investigation Club was set up to try to inspire the girls in STEM subjects and raise attainment. To organise this, we liaised with the tutors from Derby Moor Sports College and organised an after-school club for Year 2 girls, run by positive female role models from Derby Moor Sixth Form. The girls worked together to make dens, investigate light sources and explore shadows. They ended the series of clubs with a free choice investigation session where the girls made rainbow potions, slime and worms and changed the colours of flames. It was such a pleasure to see both sets of girls grow in confidence. Our Year 2 girls were even confident and enthused enough to become the expert scientists themselves, which resulted in them leading STEM sessions in our reception classes. One sixth form pupil said it had made her career choice of becoming a teacher even stronger. Overall, it was a very inspirational and motivating club, and we hope to provide something similar again in the future.
From what I saw from you when you were all at your groups as well, it was all very, you've never done those activities before and you all just went with it, and it was really good to see, so you should be proud of yourself, so you're very well with that. What do you think the students gained from it?
Apart from like science more now, the girls.
Yeah, that was the whole point of it, so if you've done that, girls, you've done a good job, I think.
Yeah, I've heard them say that they love science and that science is their favourite subject, so that's nice to hear.
Yeah, hopefully it would encourage them to go further into the industry since there are fewer girls out there.
Impact!
This has been a huge project for our infant school, resulting in lots of staff members experiencing new opportunities and skills. Leading the project has undoubtedly given Miss Coburn the new leadership and management skills. Working to a time frame and tight budget has been a new challenge, which has led Miss Coburn to liaise in much more closely with other professionals, such as the PA to the Mayor, local hardware store manager, the community artist, myself and the school business manager. Teamwork has been strong throughout the year, especially within the STEM team. We've attended regular STEM team meetings where our agendas have linked closely to our action plan. As head teacher, I've also supported the other members of the STEM team who've taken a lead on many of the different aspects and tasks. These tasks have provided them with challenging new experiences, which have been beyond their usual role in school, generating valuable professional development opportunities and, for some, aspirations into school leadership.
We are so proud of the impact that the Sensation Activation project has had on our children, families and staff. Even though our children are so young, we know that the STEM learning has been hugely beneficial. Right at the start of the project, we carried out questionnaires with both our children and staff, which we repeated at the end of the project. The results of the child questionnaires, as well as their homework, blogs and feedback from parents, showed that the project has improved not only their knowledge and deeper understanding of the STEM subjects and how these relate to jobs and real life, but also they showed an overall improvement in terms of their enjoyment in science, maths and technology. It has also inspired a lot of our children to become lifelong STEM learners, with many of them reporting that they would like to be scientists in the future.
I would like to be a mathematician because it's more interesting. I would like to be a technologist because I like drawing.
I would like to be a scientist because you can make new experiments.
I like to be a scientist because you can make different kind of explosions.
And my daughter was so inspired by the STEM investigation project. She even said she wants to be a scientist when she grows up.
Wow, that's fantastic. We came to the Dig and Chip event and it was such a fantastic opportunity for the kids to get
together with the parents and just work outside and work on their playing fields. So.
Yeah.
The developments achieved through the project will continue to provide a great legacy for our school. The story chair, sensory den and sensory pathways have already created further learning opportunities much greater than the project. We have also recently been recognised as a sun-safe school. The success of the achievements so far are only the beginning of this project and journey. Building on our new links with Derby Moor, we have already planned for a girls' STEM club to run again later on in this academic year. Additional links have been made with Derby University so that their girls can also inspire our girls in STEM. Following on from the successes we have achieved, we are excited at the prospects of funding for future projects. Our plans are to further improve our outdoor learning spaces with a direct link to the science curriculum. We hope to create a sensory wildflower meadow, wildlife garden, and we have plans to provide a forest school summer club for the wider community. The Sensation Activation Project has had a huge impact not only on our school grounds in terms of all the developments we've achieved, but also on our staff, children and their families. We know that our children have a deeper understanding and new level of enjoyment of the STEM subjects, and the memories created throughout this meaningful project will continue to inspire our children and staff for many years to come. Last but not least, we would like to say a heartfelt thank you for this incredible opportunity, Rolls-Royce. Our children, families and staff are extremely grateful. Thank you.